Nation, we represent. All in.
We're just little old Clemson.
LSU fan came stuck his spike in my booty.
Roll back, what? Fuck you!
Roll, John! Roll, baby!
Oh, bitch.
I'm not going to sugarcoat things. It's a fucking shit show.
Are you that stupid?
Yes, I am.
Welcome to CSF Late Nights. I haven't been able to play that clip in fucking a long time. Thanks for checking out the show this evening. My name is Rob Sanders. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. I have a couple of co-hosts. We have, of course, up top, because he is the top guy, statistically, up there. There he is. Average Dave up there sitting in a basement. And then down on the bottom, the stunt double for Matthew McConaughey and Dallas Buyers Club. Welcome back, the Gnome. What's up, brother? How are you, man?
What fucking stats are we talking about? What stats are you better at? Not fucking college fucking basketball.
You're always the sloppy party bottom here. Every time we do this show, you're on the bottom. You see who's on top, right? There you go. Just saying.
What if I flip my screen?
The show. Yeah, it's good. We're gonna have a good show tonight. There are things I want to get into. We got. It's funny because some of the stuff with the group. We've got Bill, who is, by the way, Chipper's bitch. He is going to attempt to get married. That we've got that on the fucking rocks there. I've got that's what I've heard about anyway. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. We shall see. We got so many other things that we're going to get into. People talking about the YouTube stream over there. Go and watch that. There's the link for that. You can comment over here in the chat if you want to get into that. Phone lines are going to be open as soon as I put the banner up here. We got all kind of stuff to get into tonight. I just got done with the Rob and Kale show, which, by the way, you should be listening to. Andre just heard the show, and there was. I can hear myself now. That is a sexy fucking voice right there. By God, shit made my penis jump. Anyway, yeah, we were just had Georgia fans trying to run their mouths, and Andre had to call my other podcast to set the Georgia fans straight.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, here's what we determined from that. When Joe Burrow was in college, when he played Georgia, he wiped his dick on their curtains every time he played them.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what Joe Burrow did. But Georgia's just this,
Georgia's a fucking unicorn.
Burrow. That's what they're fucking fuck Georgia. 803-470-2905. The Gnome has been sick. Gnome, are you going to be all right?
I think I'm going to live. At some point, I was ready to give up, Rob, but then it dawned on me that this show couldn't survive without me. So I picked my big boy pants up, and here I am.
You put on your big girl drawers and decided to come back. Congratulations.
He put on his banana hammock.
Banana hammock. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've been shopping for these singlets for this weightlifting thing that I'm gonna do.
That was my first thought.
I'm not into all that. Not into all that at all.
Can
decent logo.
David and I shopping with you? Well, we can go live and we'll pick something out.
If I take you shopping with me, it's just going to be you guys grabbing singlets, throwing them on the floor, and saying, that'll look good. Get that one. That's not what you're going to say to me. I can do that shop by myself. So anyway, the big weightlifting contest coming up in August that I'm training every day for. It's not fucking easy. Fucking can't eat real fucking food because I'm trying to cut weight. It's fucking stupid. The show's been off the air for a bit though because the Gnome's been out and David's trying to coach kids and be a better person and make the world a better place through our youth. And Jonathan's up there dying in the hospital, and I'm just sitting here on Wednesday night just itching what the fuck? I want to do this show and I fucking can't. We got people in the fuck stick chat that are running their mouths. They're like, why aren't you doing a show? Because you simple bastards, we can't do the show without all three of us. It's just the way that it fucking works. No Gnome, no show. No Dave, no show. If I'm not here, no fucking show. That's just the way that it is. It's a whole, we have a circle jerk here, and we got to have all three of us, or it doesn't work.
I mean, Alabama could get their own show, and they could do it.
Nobody watch that shit.
They could fill in.
They're going to sit there and blow out smoke signals. They don't have internet in Alabama. Stop with that bullshit. Jonathan has a Tic Tac hammock. Someone says they get the reference. Oh, they're talking about the Dallas Buyers Club reference. That's funny. Sometimes, like, they do research on my show. I don't know if I've shared this with you guys or not, but I'll make a reference to something like that that's backhanded. Like, I called somebody a smooth surface. A smooth surface on, like, or a Ken Doll, a smooth surface, whatever. You get what that is, right? Yeah, they're like, some people don't understand those references. And I'm like, maybe they should, figure it out. After a while, when I say someone's a smooth surface, context will eventually catch up with them.
I mean, are we supposed to like run this by like some kind of fucking database first before we do it?
We used to have some jerk off that thought he was like the executive producer of the show. He expected us to run shit by him. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, I remember that guy. I don't remember his name, but
I don't know his name either.
He is the brainchild of all this. We would be nothing.
He was a t-shirt designer, man. He was designing t-shirts for us. That can we go behind the scenes a minute? So he was sending us all these t-shirts, okay? And by the way, if he were standing in front of me, I would say this to him. So it's not like I'm talking behind his back. People know the show is on Wednesday night at 11 o'clock Eastern time, so it's not like I'm hiding behind something else.
That's 9 o'clock Mountain, by the way.
Fuck ever.
Some people get offended if you leave Mountain out.
I don't fuck Mountain. If you live in the Mountain time zone, go fuck yourself. There you go. I said that too.
I tried.
So anyway, he would send us these t-shirt designs, right? And it would go like, he'd send it to a whole bunch of us. And I just would tell him, Jonathan handles t-shirt designs. Just let Jonathan handle it. And Dave is so cool that Dave didn't even acknowledge him. I don't think Dave answered him at all. At all. Dave's like, not going to read that. Go fuck yourself. Not read that. I want to be as cool as Dave when I grow up, where I could just ignore people.
I just want to grow up.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Dave, how have you been, sir? Have you been? I know you've been doing some coaching, right? You've been doing well with that.
7-8 soccer season is over. We won the championship, and now 7-8 baseball and 11-14 softball starts. Coaching both. That's why
I umpired some games for some 10-year-olds, so I was helping a little bit.
That's fun because they're pitching to each other. My age group, well, my boys are still coach pitch.
7-8, yeah.
So I umpired a game. What was it? Was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday night, and I went out and umpired this game. And there was a little boy there that I'm not exaggerating. He was
bigger than me, huh?
No, but he may have been taller than you, but I know his dad, right? And his dad's like, man, this kid is fast. And I'm like, he's 10. How fast can he fucking be? So he gets a hit, right? He takes off. I mean, and it looked like a deer on crack. That's how fast this kid was running. He made it like there was a runner on second, right? The runner on second was halfway to third. This kid was rounding second and almost passed him. He's so damn fast. I'm sitting here and I'm like, where's Dabo Sweeney? Get this kid an offer. If we get him to catch something, offer this kid now. It's the fastest kid I've ever seen at 10 years old. And of course, this is in Swansea, South Carolina, in the middle of nowhere. But I've never seen a young man that fast ever. So that's what I'm
busy having conversations with the police department.
No,
I have a kid on my team. We call him Cash. He runs AAU track, whatever that is. I'm not sure, but it's not affiliated with where we play our games out of. And he can stretch a single into a home run. He's that fast. It's
amazing when you see, some people, and not to be religious, but some people have God-given talent, and God gives certain people certain things, and it's just what they have. And this young man is God determined. You will be fast as fuck, and he is fast as fuck.
I do have to say I've been around Little League enough to know though that if you're stretching singles into home runs, you need to really work on your team's defense. there's a fucking problem.
Not my team's defense. And I don't care. When he does that, I don't care how bad their defense is. In fact, I'm glad it's bad.
All right.
All right, 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. That is the number to dial if you'd like to join us here tonight. Yeah, we'll talk about the Georgia fans that were losing their mind. And this guy was telling me, and it was a very worthwhile. And I tried to be polite to him, but he just pissed me off. But I wish I could. I haven't edited it down yet. I wish I could play the conversation.
You tried to be polite.
I was really trying to be polite because I wanted to get a real answer from a Georgia fan. Generally, I can't find one that can speak in complete sentences, and that's an absolute fact. Andre agrees with me. This guy was a moron. Here was my question for him. Since Kirby Smart has entered the Georgia program in 2015, 2016, whatever the fuck year it was, Georgia's average recruiting class comes out to number 3 in the country. That's pretty good. They pay him a lot of money. Kirby Smart's one of the highest paid coaches in the country, makes a lot of money. Georgia has some of the better facilities in the SEC. They play in the SEC. Okay. But since Georgia's been in the conference, or since Kirby Smart's joined them, Dabo Swinney has won 2 national titles and has beaten Alabama to do it. So my question to him is, you have all of these other things that are better than Clemson. You have better players. You have, in your mind, better coaches. You have better facilities. You play in a better conference. Why is it that Dabo Swinney hands you your nuts? Is basically, it's a very valid question. It's a very valid question. And of course, his thing was, well, our schedule is so much harder than Clemson's. And that is not true. They don't play Alabama every year. They get Auburn teams that are up and down. They have to play Florida. But other than that, their non-conference schedule is horseshit. It's absolute horseshit. And then you're going to tell me that I'm supposed to sit here and say, oh, Georgia's awesome because they play South Carolina, Mizzou. Let's see here. Who are these other teams here? Let's answer the phone. Good evening. Welcome into CSF Late Nights. Hello. Hello.
Well, hello again.
Oh, hey, it's Andre. Andre called into my other podcast because he heard it. Yeah, the guy was just stupid.
So Rob was really, really cordial with them, and he couldn't answer a simple question. He kept talking in circles. So what he brought up was this, and this was kind of irritated me. He's like, oh, well, we've got a better overall record. We did this and this and this. And I'm like thinking, well, you're talking in the past, it's just like Texas fans, how they used to do this, and Cowboys fans, and yada, yada, yada.
His thing is that dude, Kirby Smart has
but he can't get to the playoff.
He said Kirby Smart has a better record in his time at Georgia than Dabo Swinney had in the same amount of time. And you know what? That's awesome. That's completely awesome. But you know what Dabo Swinney has? He has 2 fucking national titles. That should be what you're trying to get, not just to have a better overall record than some other team. It's not, I mean, am I wrong in that? I mean, please, if I'm wrong, tell me.
You don't win it on the field, Rob. You win it in recruiting. That's how you win championships, recruiting.
But they have better players.
Georgia's got great recruiting. What have they done? He kept on saying they gotta play teams with SEC class, and he mentioned Alabama and LSU. I'm like, dude, they hadn't beat Alabama and LSU in the 7 or 8 years since Alabama or LSU. And buku years Alabama. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
Since 2006, they played Alabama in the regular season. I think it's 4 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, they play Alabama every fucking year. Joe Burrow is still wiping his dick on the curtains for them. So just fucking stop with all that nonsense, man. Georgia fans are getting to the point now, and I know that they're thinking, you know what? It's Trevor Lawrence left, and you know what? We don't have to deal with all that. So we got them at a neutral site. We don't have to go to Clemson. And, we got JT Daniels coming back. And, Kirby Smart can't make him the 4th string quarterback. He's seen what he can do. He's not going to, he can do all that now. So JT Daniels is going to be out there. And this may be the year we can finally beat Clemson. You know what? There are not very many games where I go into it as a Clemson fan thinking, you know what? I want to stomp these people into the millennium, but Georgia is that team this year. I am so done with Georgia and their fan base. They are over the top with just, hey, we're this elite program, and no, you're not. You're really not. You haven't done shit in 40 years.
You know what they might do?
Georgia
They
hasn't been an elite program in
beat
30
Clemson
years.
and freaking lose against Florida in the season. Then what? You're not gonna make the playoff anyways.
And
They
you know
might
what's
get
worse?
Clemson that first game and win, and then be shit the rest of the year.
What's worse is that Georgia's nobody when it comes to all the other sports. Like football is all Georgia has, and they don't even have that. Like, what else does Georgia do?
You heard about Georgia basketball?
Georgia basketball. Wait,
Not
we're talking
ever.
about Georgia basketball?
Yeah, they
Do
play
they
ball.
have a team?
Exactly.
I didn't know.
I don't know. It's just as bad as Alabama fans, man. I was on a post, I think, on Fox Sports earlier today, and there was an Alabama fan. I left in the link, said, dude, please call into the show. But I'm starting to realize that it's not just Fuckstick who thinks that the Alabama team from last year was better than the LSU team. We got into this, and he started giving the same talking points. I'm like, dude, you really can't believe this crap, dude. He kept talking about the SEC strength. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me?
But the
Really?
SEC was down last year.
Garbage last year.
Well, but and on that note, though, I mean, people use the same things over and over and over again. But when you ask them a simple question of how is it that you have these better things, especially with the Georgia folks, but you can't get it done, and then they tell you, well, as we play in the SEC, just stop it. That's just not very smart. I mean, you don't know anything about football when you say that. I don't buy that at all, especially with their non-conference schedule where they don't really, I mean, they're playing Samford and fucking Murray State and Arkansas State and, you know, and Georgia Tech right now is not a very good football program.
So basically Tennessee, Auburn, and LSU all suck as bad as Georgia because they play in the SEC, because nobody else can win a championship except Alabama. Florida can't, LSU can't, Auburn can't, Tennessee can't.
That's a valid statement, but you know, it's like it's frustrating to me, and this is me being a fan. It's frustrating when it's like, well, Clemson can't do shit in the SEC. If you put Clemson in the SEC East, I think Clemson wins the SEC East every year. Every single,
right now.
I'd say for the past 8 years, I'll take Clemson's teams from the past 8 years, and I think they win the SEC East without question. Now, if you put them in the West, I think that you can make an argument that, what was it, 2019 when LSU won the national title? Clemson may have finished third in the West that year. They may have if they couldn't have beat Alabama. Yeah. They obviously couldn't play with LSU, but I think the rest of the schedule that they had, Clemson would have rolled through that. The thing that bothers me is that we're supposed to think that teams like Vanderbilt and Kentucky and Mizzou and Ole Miss and Mississippi State and all these teams are supposed to be just, you're supposed to bow down to them because they play harder than teams from the ACC or the Pac-12 or whatever. That's just not true. It's not true. I mean, when you're a Georgia fan, you've got, if you have Alabama on your schedule, you have that game to worry about. But I mean, what, 5 times since 2006, something like that? You have one game on your schedule every year. It's generally the Florida game. The rest of your schedule is bullshit. So, and I'll stand by that. I mean, I will stand by that. It's not that good.
LSU plays in the fucking West, and we gotta fucking get up every goddamn year for Florida. Fuck you, Georgia. You're not special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. If you're in the West, let's take a perfect example of this. Let's go with Arkansas. Okay, Arkansas every year they've got Texas A&M, they've got LSU, they've got Auburn, and they've got Alabama. 4 games that are fucking tough.
I assume Arkansas gets South Carolina up the East every year.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Here, look at this. Look at the comments coming in. Mishi is Mississippi State, Auburn, and Ole Miss would all beat Clemson.
False.
Jesus Christ.
categorically
stop
false.
it. Stop. She's drunk. She's drunk. Seriously, put the bottle down. That's the dumbest thing I've heard all freaking day.
I can't even look. If you want to make an argument with me on certain seasons that certain teams in the West would have a better opportunity against Clemson, I could buy that. I could buy that. But
Yeah, maybe the year that Darren McFadden and Felix Jones was at Arkansas, maybe.
Yeah, but,
maybe when Dak Prescott was at Mississippi State.
If we go by just the college football playoff era, pretty much the only teams from the West that could beat Clemson were the Joe Burrow team from 2019 and Alabama. The rest, stop it.
Keep in mind now,
Clemson played Texas A&M. Clemson went to Texas A&M and won. They went to Auburn and won.
Now hold on. You got to give A&M some credit though. That first game though, that was a hell of a game. They gave
a hell of a
game.
They
could handle.
Yeah, they did. It was Clemson hadn't figured out that Trevor Lawrence was going to be the quarterback. Kelly Bryant was playing, and they were going back and forth, and nobody knew what the fuck was going on. But
you got to keep in mind that Mishi is from Georgia. She's tainted. I mean, fucking Florida, Alabama, Georgia. She doesn't know what fucking side she's coming from.
Good point, sir. Good point.
Well, see, Georgia plays down to the competition as well. I mean, my God, the thing with Clemson. Look, I'm not going to be a Clemson ass kisser. I'm sorry. But at least Clemson, the teams that are supposed to beat and beat badly, they beat them badly. What does Georgia do?
I have to ask the question.
Alabama
Did Georgia lose to South Carolina last year?
What happened to Clemson? What happened to Clemson when Deshaun Watson left? Because that was the end. That was the end for Clemson, right?
Oh no, Clemson went to the playoffs with a guy that, they went to the playoffs again.
But now that Trevor Lawrence is on, though, that's it. That's it. It's over.
Let's make sure. I'm going to give you guys a little lesson here. We're all college football fans, so make sure you say it correctly. DJ Uiagalelei. Make sure you get that correct because he's going to bitch slap a lot of people. He is a big, big player, and I know there's a lot of people that don't know much about him right now, but trust me, he is the next great Clemson quarterback. He is that good. And I don't normally talk very well about, guys coming in. He played last year. He is, as a freshman, he got to start 2 games. He won both of them. Or excuse me, he lost. He went 1-1, went on the road and lost at Notre Dame, but he left that game as the all-time leader as far as an opposing quarterback for passing yards at Notre Dame. So think about that. They've been playing.
Lawrence beats Notre Dame that game.
What's that?
Lawrence beats Notre Dame that game.
Oh yeah, Lawrence. Well, and when Lawrence came back in the ACC championship game, they won by fucking 40. Just saying. And the Clemson didn't have Skalski and all that. We can revisit all that, but that's fine. Clemson went to Notre Dame and they lost. But DJ Uiagalelei went up there and threw the ball all over the fucking park. I mean, a record that has not. I think it'll stay at Notre Dame for a long time. Because he shattered the old record by like 140 yards. Threw for almost 500 yards.
Yeah.
He's that kind of player. And he's, as a freshman, went up there and just knocking people out. So there you go with all that.
Well, see, Clemson's gets to the part, you know how Alabama every year they keep saying, well, once this player leaves and this and this and that. Clemson's now in that ballpark where, it doesn't matter who leaves, they're going to be good. And I hate to say that. I think Alabama, but they're in that conversation.
Well, see, Clemson's biggest problem is 2 things every year. They have to battle the C word, which is complacency. Dabo Swinney has to get them up, and that's a big thing every year.
But that's a product of the ACC. That is a product of the ACC.
That's exactly where I was going with that, because a lot of the ACC, when I'm not like a lot of fans with this, there are a bunch of ACC teams that are absolute piss. Louisville is not a very good team. You can talk about
Teddy Bridgewater,
but they're not a good program. They win 5, 6, 7, 8 games a year.
After Teddy Bridgewater, they had Lamar Jackson. They haven't been anything since Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
exactly. But in present day,
they weren't anything with Lamar Jackson either.
Well, but in Clemson plays in the Atlantic, okay? So they play Georgia Tech as their cross rival, which cross conference rival in the Coastal. But Clemson's schedule every year has North Carolina State, who is not very good. You've got Florida State, who right now is in the shitter. You've got Boston College, who is a 7 or 8 win football team every year. And you've got Louisville, who's not very good. In addition to that, you got Wake Forest, who, to be completely honest, I think they're the best coached team in that division that's not coached by Dabo Swinney. Dave Clawson's a hell of a coach. But the point is that Clemson plays a lot of teams like that, and I think it does weigh on them a little bit because it's almost like they have to wake up a little bit in some playoff games, and because they end up playing teams that are they're a little bit better than they are. I mean, and
I feel like Clemson. I feel like Clemson has to have a 1A quarterback. Whereas say like an Alabama can have that guy that just doesn't turn the ball over, and they have so many people in all the other positions that Alabama can still take you to the national title. Where Clemson is doing it these last several years with a top tier quarterback. They can do that and not have all these players at every position like Alabama has.
Well, my knock on Clemson is for the last at least couple of years is defense.
You know what? Dave's a smart guy. The reason that Clemson won the last national title was because their defensive line was better than Alabama's offensive line. If you don't believe me, go back and watch that game. Christian Wilkins was basically knocking the Alabama center on his butt the entire game. All right, Christian Wilkins playing for the Miami Dolphins now. Cleveland Farrell was blitzing off the line, and the left tackle couldn't stop him. In addition to Austin Bryant, who was a 4th-round pick, and who was the other guy that was really, really good? Tyler Pinckney, who transferred out and is going to play for Minnesota this year. But Clemson's defensive line was better than Alabama's offensive line. Simple as that. Simple as that. Alabama wins games because generally when they match up on the line of scrimmage, they're better than you are. Doesn't matter who they put out there at quarterback. Yes, they have great running backs. They have great wide receivers. They've got all of that. But the reality is that they're better on the line of scrimmage. And LSU's team that beat Clemson in the national championship game, if you go back and watch that game, Clemson didn't have the Christian Wilkins, didn't have those guys. They couldn't get back there and really affect Burrow. They tried to beat Joe Burrow with changing coverages and everything else. It just didn't work. Didn't work. They got beat on the line. It's the same thing. And Burrow was just an excellent quarterback. So that's
He's no Mac Jones though.
The defense though. Mac Jones can suck a fat one. People are going to move up to take Mac Jones. I'm gonna laugh.
They're saying Mac Jones is like what, the 3rd best quarterback now? Are you kidding me? Look,
It depends on who you listen to.
He's not.
It depends on who you listen to.
It's just because fucking Belichick has a hard on for the fucking team. If the Patriots aren't drafting that high, then Mac Jones is gone 5th quarterback. Fuck that.
Yeah, Joel Klatt, who works for Fox and sometimes is spots for Cowherd, says 5th, maybe 6th.
I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Wouldn't draft Mac Jones. Would not draft him. Period.
I wouldn't want the Saints drafting Mac Jones at fucking 28.
I would
go ahead.
I would be giddy if the Saints drafted Kyle Trask.
Yeah, I don't understand why people don't try to draft Trask, who's a big kid that is resilient and can make throws. And you can make the argument that he did more with the offense at Florida and did more things with it. Now, I know he had Kyle Pitts, who's a monster, but when you look at Alabama, their entire offensive line is going to be drafted. I mean, you got Najee Harris, who's probably a 1st-round pick. You got the Heisman Trophy winner at wide receiver. I mean, he had so many guys that it was just, he was a point guard. Just get it where you needed it to go. Whereas, Trask, I think Trask is a better prospect, to be honest with you. I really do.
If you give him a second round too, and look, I think Jameis can be all right for a couple of years. But let him kind of sit and learn a little bit. That'd be great for the Saints. I'd be excited about that.
Well, if I'm a Saints fan, I don't want him doing anything with Jameis Winston at all. I want Jameis Winston to know that you are a placeholder, sir. You crab-stealing motherfucking racist motherfucker. We don't want you anywhere. You guys, in fact, we're gonna take one of the COVID quarterback rooms and we're gonna put Trask over here and make sure that Winston doesn't talk to him because he's gonna make him throw interceptions by osmosis. Don't do that.
I don't know, man. Look. Let's be fair though. Jameis, when he was other than that 1 year in Tampa, he wasn't as big a turnover machine as you might think, man. And look, call me I don't know. I really think that might have learned something from Drew Brees. He seems like he did. Now, granted, that could all just be talk. It could be trash, but I would love to get Trask, sit behind Jameis a couple of years.
Look. One thing we got to do as Saints fans here is forget about Drew Brees. Drew Brees can't teach what Drew Brees had. So the second coming of Drew Brees is not coming into that door. Trask or whoever the fuck it is, Jameis Winston with his LaHasik or shit. Just forget about that crap.
I think about Jameis Winston, and I say it all the time. The best Jameis Winston ever looked was the first year he played quarterback for the Knowles. After that, he's never looked that good.
Yeah.
He even made the Pro Bowl in the NFL one season.
I would take Cam Newton over Jameis Winston all day.
That's a fair thing. Jameis Winston, by the way, and not to piss on Andre's cornflakes here, but 2015, 15 picks, 2016, 18 picks, 2017, 11 picks, 2018, 14 picks, 2019, he jumped up to 30. So the guy doesn't know what fucking team to throw it to. You really want to, sir? I am not. I am not a Drew Brees. But I'm not going to put Jameis Winston in the same breath with Drew Brees. That is not fair to
the most consistent quarterback in NFL history.
I'm not putting in the same breath. What I'm saying is we're acting like those picks, other than like the year he had 30 picks, was like enormous. But you look at other quarterbacks, I'm telling you, it's not as bad as you might think. The decision making wasn't good. I'm praying to God that maybe something rubbed off of Drew Brees with his accuracy and helped out Jameis. But no, man. I mean, I'm not saying that we're gonna put him in the same conversation, but I agree. It's the same issue we had with Joe Burrow. You're not gonna come in there and leave it to the expectations. Like LSU fans some of them are kind of like, oh, yeah, we're gonna do it again.
Okay.
We didn't even have expectations of Burrow. We didn't expect that.
In 2016, Drew Brees threw 15 picks. 2017, 8 picks. 2018, 5 picks. 2019, 4 picks. 2020, 6 picks.
Hold on. That one with 5 picks, he was injured part of the year, I believe.
Okay, well, the next year it says he played. He started. No, sir. The year that he threw 5 picks, he started 15 games. I'm looking at his stats right now in 2018. Okay. He threw 5 picks. Jameis Winston's on a different planet than Drew Brees, sir. And that's just real. I can't believe I'm sitting here defending Drew Brees, but I mean, Jameis Winston couldn't carry his lunch for him. That's
Drew
just.
Brees. Drew Brees is probably one of the most disrespected quarterbacks.
All you got to do is just get the ball to him.
Alvin Kamara is going to have to carry a lot of the balls for the Saints this year because they're going to have to. The way to keep Drew Brees from the way to keep Jameis Winston from throwing interceptions is don't let him throw the ball. Don't put him in passing.
How about this?
It's too late for this, but one of the worst things the Saints ever did was let fucking Ingram go for a fucking $1 million.
Half a million. It was
half a million. Because Ingram kept Kamara grounded. Don't fuck with Kamara if you can't handle Ingram. And he's a fucking Alabama alum. I hate to say that.
But Latavius Murray wasn't a bad pickup after Ingram.
Oh, no, I like Murray. Don't get me wrong, but he's not fucking Ingram.
Well, there's that too.
So, is there any tight ends that New Orleans might be able to snag? I know damn well Pitts won't be there. But, man, they need a tight end, man.
We already got
James.
I can't think of his name, Andre, but we got him last year. We already have a little young tight end that's up and coming.
Wait a minute. I don't know enough about the Saints to have a legitimate conversation, so I'll just keep my mouth shut. I thought didn't he have Jared Cook? Jared Cook's a good tight end. Didn't he play there?
They let Jared. They cut him.
He's gone, and Josh Hill is gone.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that's why I was saying tight.
They had to cut that salary cap. They were $1 million over.
Our salary cap is so bad that you got to cut Josh Hill.
Do the Saints have issues in the secondary and maybe the offensive line that maybe that's where they're going to draft first?
Offensive line, no. Secondary, 100%.
I don't know. I don't follow them enough.
The problem with the Saints,
but you lost Janoris Jenkins, and Marcus Williams is a good safety.
The thing with the Saints is, and that's why the offensive line for the Saints is so loaded, is that for many years when we get to that pick, the 20th, the 25th, 26th pick, we go with the best player available, and the best player available is normally the offensive lineman, even though we don't need them. So we're stacked at offensive line. This year, we need to get away from that and actually go for the best fucking defensive back there is, regardless of if he's the 20th best player. We need fucking defensive backs.
My pick for the Saints that I think could help them, because I was thinking about them as far as defensive backs go. Everybody's hung up on Patrick Surtain from Alabama, and he's great. Don't get me wrong.
He's not gonna be there, right?
Where is your pick in the first round?
26.
You know?
26.
He slips this far. J.C. Horn from South Carolina is going to be a game changer. I think he may get drafted by the Eagles, but if he falls the least little bit, the Saints should get him because he is a absolute island type cornerback. I mean, Paul Revis, he really does.
Didn't Lattimore play in South Carolina?
Marcus Lattimore, running back, did. Are you talking about? But Stephon Gilmore played there. That's the guy.
Are you talking about Marshawn Lattimore?
Marshawn Lattimore.
Ohio State.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, we had at one point we had Marshawn Lattimore, Eli Apple, and Von Bell, and all three of them played on the same Ohio State team.
Eli Apple, yay!
So he had a spot where he was terrible.
One season.
Eli Apple also made some pretty incredible plays. So you got some bad, but you also got some good. He flashed some of the ability that made him a first round pick at some point, but he was still a liability.
The Saints are a defensive backfield away from having 2 more Super Bowls for Drew Brees.
All right. Well, somebody wants to know where Fuckstick is. I don't know. He's probably somewhere.
I don't know. I'm gonna jump off. Hopefully, Fuckstick can call in.
Okay. Well, I wanted to thank you, Andre. Appreciate you, brother, as always. It's great to have
roll
the show
tide
back.
off a cliff.
Thank you.
I think Fuckstick may have forgotten that we do this show. It's been so long.
Yeah, I blame you for that. You Matthew McConaughey stand-in.
Dude, look, I fought for you guys, the fans, because we do this for y'all. I fought for y'all for 3 weeks. Well, not last week because I was in the hospital, but the 2 weeks before that, I fought. I told Rob and I told David, I said they could do it without me. They don't have the confidence, but I told them y'all can do it without me. Rob refused.
Yeah, I have a problem doing a live show by myself. I just can't do it.
David was going to be there just 30 minutes late because he has all these kids to pick up and shit.
Sometimes I bring things to the show, and I wanted to bring this to the show this evening. This is something I found a while back, and a little song for the show. Can I play some music on the show for about 2.5 minutes, gentlemen?
Hey, Ron, did you change the light bulb in the living room?
No, I got it's like a lighting system so people can see my face now. Do you like that?
You don't look like goddamn Batman anymore. Like we can see your face.
I know, right?
Yeah. Anyways,
Andre, no gnome, no show. That's the way that it works, brother. All right, so I'm going to share this with you. This young lady, her name is Emily Carter, and she wrote a great song, and it's entitled "Your Girlfriend is a Cunt." That's what I'm bringing to CSF late nights. And be quiet, please, and enjoy this wonderful rendition from this young lady. Look at her. She's a sweet-looking young lady.
So cute.
She's a good-looking girl, right? All right, let's see here. We'll maximize the screen here, and we'll play this wonderful hit. Your
Girlfriend is a cunt.
Hold on, damn it! What the hell? Why are you not playing? Oh, did I mute this site? Why are you not playing?
Press play. The triangle, little triangle thing.
For some reason, we couldn't hear it. I don't know why. Let's see here. Is it gonna work?
Hello, this is Emily Carter, and this is my original song. Your girlfriend is a cunt. Enjoy. Seems she's got a taste of dictionaries, haven't enough words to all the lines in which I'd like to claim. Your friend is a cunt.
What's buffering?
This false as Santa Claus, just as bad. T-shirt. You gay. Your girlfriend. Your face back. Financial life living hell. You want to see you have to be like she's crazy and unhealthy. So, yeah, back on and go back. Your picture while you're asleep. I'm just saying this because I care about you. Your girlfriend is a cunt. Your girlfriend is a cunt. Your girlfriend is a cunt. Your girlfriend is a cunt.
David, I don't know about you, but I heard about 8% of that.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. But Emily Carter, your girlfriend is a cunt. I just wanted to share that with the CSF late night folks because that made me happy.
I hope y'all got to enjoy.
She was more palatable than that annoying dude from TikTok who always sings about eating ass.
Well, see, David, maybe you shouldn't watch TikTok so much.
I don't watch TikTok all that much, but it seems like every time I do open it, it's this dude wearing glasses with a keyboard and a microphone, and all he does is sing about eating ass.
Oh, are you talking about? Did I play some of that for you, Mark Rebelay?
Is that who? I don't even know his name. I just know I hate him.
He like stands in front of a tub and he wears a like a robe.
Yes,
like he's wearing like a robe. Yeah.
I want to get up all in your ass, baby.
His last name is Rebelay.
Shut the fuck up.
I want to get up in that ass. I am going to see Mark Rebelay in concert here in Columbia when he comes in October. Yes, I'm going to see him.
Is his last name? His last name is Rebelay.
I think that's how you pronounce it. Rebillet. I believe that's how he pronounces it. Yeah.
It almost sounds Cajun.
He might. I don't know. But every morning, and this is not an exaggeration, when I wake up in the morning, I wake up to, let's see here, edit.
Mark Rebelay.
Mark Rebelay. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, here we go. It's this wonderful tune here from Mark Rebelay. Here we go. Wait for
Wake
it.
Up, Bitch.
Here it goes. That shit makes me happy. I don't know why.
And
My
he fucking-
kid-
in the
That
video,
definitely
he's
has
fucking
a
dancing.
coon ass sound to it.
The what now?
It
The
definitely
video?
has a coon ass sound to it.
He is fucking outstanding. That's all I'm going to say about it. He does do a lot of videos talking about I'm going to get up in your ass. He does a lot of that, but there's some good shit in there too.
My favorite TikToker is Jason Banks Comedy. That dude's hysterical.
I follow. There's a guy on TikTok I follow. Who is it that I follow on TikTok? There's one guy. Oh, I follow Drake. It's this guy Drake. Hold on, let me see here. I'll give you his name.
Like from the Toronto Raptors, Drake.
No, it's who is it that I follow? That I'm following.
We should get on TikTok. That's what we got to do.
Damn it! Where's
Blow
the
this
one guy?
bitch up.
I follow Drake.Kiker. He basically just tells dirty jokes to his mom and films it.
Yeah.
And he says things like it's like lesbian jokes and stuff to his mom, and his mom's looking at him like, "You whore."
Fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty fucking funny. So
if you haven't seen Jason Banks Comedy, it's Jason, and then he plays characters, 3 different characters: Blind Adam, Derek, and I think the other character is Corey. And he does them all with a long face, and they're brilliant. He's hysterical.
Yeah, I could get into that. I want to do more TikTok, but then I just don't. I don't know why. It's like when I start doing TikTok, I end up like look up and it's like an hour later, and I'm like, what have I done with my life?
Look,
you know,
I've already told my teenage daughters that TikTok is Chinese propaganda, so I can't fucking watch it because then I look like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that.
Well, anyway, there's that.
Are you enjoying that penis, Dave?
I am.
I'm enjoying it for you, I guess.
Is it bothering
You're enjoying my penis?
I'm enjoying your penis.
Penis? Okay. Okay, gentlemen. Okay.
I didn't think the show would go there, but
look, I'm rocking that thing.
What the hell is that?
It's a nicotine patch.
Jesus Christ!
It's not as cool as David's penis.
I'd rather rock a
not
sign
many
on.
things are as cool as my penis.
God damn it! Why do we get talking about dicks now? The show's gone to hell. We were talking about girlfriends being a cunt. That's my fault. Mark Ribelet talking about getting up in that ass. That's my fault.
For those of you who haven't been watching the show since October, we're talking about the thing that he vapes from.
We've been doing this show since October. We've been doing this show since October.
We started the week before Halloween.
We did?
Yep.
Fuck me.
Episode 2, I wore a Halloween costume. Yes, sir. And we finally get to do a show without Rob. What?
He
So
realized he has wasted 5 months of his life, 6 months of his life doing this show. So
he just found out. He's
signed
like,
off.
I signed up for I think we signed up for 3 months. We're way past that. I had Rob's wife hide all the calendars in the house. He still thinks we're in fucking January.
So what Jonathan was alluding to is that this is my personal electronic nicotine inhalation system.
I dumped out of my browser by accident, so I had to dial it with my phone because I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, everybody knows we don't get paid for this shit, so you don't have to be professional, Rob.
You know, I try to be professional on here. So, anyway, is there what else do you guys want to go over tonight? Did you have something else you'd like to get with besides Georgia fans are fucking?
Well, you know, I quite honestly think the biggest thing in sports this week. I mean, it was so big the other day. If you got on ESPN, there was the draft. That was number 2. And above that was something about women's college basketball. the fact that LSU got Moki from Baylor, a program that she built from the ground up, is fucking amazing. All kudos to fucking LSU for pulling that shit off. It's going to be quite impressive.
I agree that Coach Mulkey is a great coach.
I mean, I'll take her over fucking dipshit in fucking Connecticut for fucking goddamn sure.
Oh,
she might be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Oriana. I mean, she might be there with Staley, maybe. But yeah, fuck Oriana.
So there's that.
She's going to be the best coach at LSU since, what was her name? Kat?
Wait, are you talking about what, Sue Gunners?
No. After she retired, one of her assistants took over until she had to leave the program because she had an inappropriate relationship.
Yeah, but she never did anything. At least Sue took him to some Final Four. They
Final Four.
Did they?
Yes.
I thought that was always Sue.
No. After Sue left, the program was still doing well under her successor, and then it fell apart when she left.
Hey, it's weird. It's weird not having Fuckstick here. Where is Fuckstick? Is anybody
He's with his family.
He's with his family. I thought
You
Bill.
read the comments.
Oh, I don't. The people have read the right comments. If it's not Andre or a couple of others, I'm just like, oh, fuck them. What do they know?
Bill Peril. You know how long it's going to take me to not smoke in this room for this fucking room to clear out? Okay, it's going to take a few years. Calm down.
Yeah. And he has to buy a ladder to scrub the damn top of it where that nicotine patch is. That's funny. We should.
So that was awesome. I mean, that was pretty fucking impressive. Not every program, and when I say program, I mean fuck Alabama, because Alabama is not a program. Alabama is a football school. Not every school in America could pull off what LSU just did by pulling Moki in like that. You know, that was pretty fucking.
The crazy thing is, I didn't even hear about it until it happened. I was like, oh, okay.
What's his face? Your son, the baseball player. He knew about it 2 days before. They didn't even announce old girl was leaving, and Moki already knew she was coming in. They did that well of fucking just sliding it under the table, making it happen. What's it? Craig
playing baseball for the program and
Craig Robertson
being in the stands because they won the national championship that year.
With Craig Robertson, yeah. 2014, 15, something like that.
09.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. 09. Look, it's Texas. Fuck Texas.
The sweet thing about that is LSU and Texas are tied for second most College World Series championships. So to beat Texas. Well, so USC has the most, but most of those titles, I think USC has 13, and I think 11 of them were between the 50s and 70s.
Yeah.
And 2 of them after 1970.
It's like fucking UCLA and their little fucking dynasty. They haven't done shit since. Basketball. You know, I'm glad, again, talking about sports programs, college programs, I'm glad Edwin Reeves got to call out fucking Fuckstick earlier, because Fuckstick was like, you know, what would y'all know about winning back-to-back championships? Well, again, there's more to just football. You know, there are other sports out there where programs actually compete and can win multiple years worth of titles back to back to back. I'm sorry, Alabama can only do it in football, but there are other fucking sports out there. That's why this is called College Sports Fanatics, not
college football fanatics.
Hey, we're here's the game of hut hut. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I wish that Clemson could be more valid in other sports. It bothers me that we're not a good basketball program. It bothers me that our baseball team is pretty much a shithole right now.
Hey,
our women's team is we just started, and they're 38-4 this year. By the way, shout out to the Lady Tigers. 38-4 is our
Clemson is ranked one ahead. I looked at it today. Clemson is ranked one ahead of the Raging Cajuns now in softball. And of course, UL is a perennial top 15. So I mean, good for Clemson.
We got a young lady that pitches for us. Lauren Cagle is her name.
Yeah, you discussed that.
Yeah, did I talk about that? She threw 2 no-hitters last week. Fuck out of here. I mean, I don't give a shit who you're pitching against. If you throw 2 no-hitters, you're pretty good. But in that same week, also hit 4 homers.
That's the thing with softball, though. That's the thing with softball. If you got that one, if you have 2 of them, I mean, forget about it. If you got that one starting pitcher, I mean, you can win the whole motherfucking thing.
Wow. Clemson's 38-4. Very proud of those ladies, but the rest of our spring sports suck a dick.
Well, you know, you got
just got
softball takes years.
Rid of the track team. They were going to just cut it, like for funding. They were cutting. Clemson was not going to have a track team. Wrap your head around that.
Maybe they could split some money with Boise State. Y'all could share a track team.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke, man. Clemson was going to cut their track team, and then they ended up reinstating it. But you know, I look back at some of the track All-Americans Clemson has had. Aries Curry almost made the Olympic team a while back. I mean, CJ Spiller ran track for Clemson, and it's like,
I think you're an asshole fucking university, and you shouldn't be able to call yourself a Power 5.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go sit there and do what you've done in football for 8 fucking years now and make all the money I'm sure Clemson's got to be making, and you're gonna go cut your fucking track team out, we're not talking about Boise State. We're not talking about a fucking these second tier fucking colleges. We're talking about an ACC school that is dominating football. You can't take some money and cover your fucking track team. Come on.
A lot of people blame Title IX on that because you have to have the same amount of scholarships for everybody else, and that's an argument that we could talk about.
No, that's not even worth fucking arguing. That's stupid.
I'm saying,
come on,
listen to me. Oh my God, you need to get.
Bro, I got 3 fucking weeks of pent up frustration, man. Fuck.
Your AIDS meds, they must have put some Adderall in it. You're on fire tonight, brother.
Fuck this.
Anyway, I guess I can put the phone back up. Anyway, the draft is tomorrow. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is going to go first. I don't know where Mac Jones is going to go. They're talking about Trey Lance is going to be up there and Zach Smith. In my opinion, if I'm drafting people, Trevor Lawrence, as far as quarterbacks go, I mean, he's number 1, and Justin Fields is number 2. I don't know this.
Are figuring it that way.
I think that Edwin Reeves
is 3rd or 4th, and I don't get it.
What did Justin Fields do to get him behind Trey Lance and freaking and this Smith kid from BYU? I don't know what he did.
I'll tell you what he did. He plays for Ohio State.
I don't think that there was talk that he has something about him having a neurological disorder. I mean, did you hear about that? Where he was diagnosed with now I got to Google it, but let me see here. Justin, and this may have had something to do with it, but let's see here.
I think that Edwin Reeves should make fucking Fuckstick have a profile pic of every fucking quarterback that's taken ahead of Mac Jones for the next 5 fucking weeks.
Obviously, we didn't hear about this, but this is I've got the story right in front of me. This would make sense. And now I feel bad because I've talked about this and I didn't know. According to Ian Rappaport, that's a very valid source from the NFL Network. Justin Fields has been upfront with NFL teams about his medical condition, which is he's dealing with epilepsy. So that is a neurological disorder that I'm sure some medical teams are like, can't draft him because, I mean, that deals with the chemicals that are in your brain and, you know, it hasn't affected him before, but, you know, he takes medication for it.
Well, look, good for him for being honest. Good for him for being honest, but, I mean, there's so many people out there that have fucking epilepsy that function on a day-to-day basis, drive cars and all that shit. We're talking about playing a 3-hour football game.
I'm with you on that, but I mean, there's the liability issue that some attorneys are going to have with certain teams and some medical personnel. happened there.
Byron Leftwich had an issue that I mean could have fucking. It was so debilitating for somebody like him, and he played.
Right. Yeah, it was called a vagina lip that hung on the ground, and he tripped on it. Fuck
Byron Leftwich. Was a big boy.
That guy can kiss my ass. Anyway,
I'm interested in what happens at the Bengals pick because everybody keeps talking about Chase. And
if they take the fucking wide receiver,
why? The kid got obliterated last year because no offensive line. Draft him a fucking lineman.
He's got T. Higgins.
I was about to say, Rob. I mean, T. Higgins wasn't even a starter last year, and you saw what T. Higgins is gonna do.
You've got T. Higgins there. You need a fucking left tackle.
Yeah.
That's
no shit.
So Joe Burrow
is a left tackle then
wrapped around his fucking nose.
They better draft.
Those fans are priceless too, man.
That dude.
They have no fucking no. But there's two people here. I'm not hearing Cincinnati fans because I live in fucking Louisiana. I'm hearing stupid LSU homers talking about taking fucking Chase. Are you fucking stupid? Yes. Can I get a sound?
Yes,
I am. Fucking stupid.
You're not stupid.
Yes, I am.
Exactly. No, it's true. I don't understand why they want to draft him. That would make no sense to me.
I mean, it was Joe Mixon. I mean, they got so many fucking offensive weapons, bro. You put some offensive linemen around.
AJ Green and they have T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Left
AJ Green. I mean, AJ Green's like 80 fucking years old. He's older than Edwin Reeves, but he can still fucking play. He's still a good fucking veteran. Go get your receiver in the third round. I mean, fuck.
Another interesting pick is the Atlanta Falcons. Do they draft the quarterback to replace Matt Ryan?
Nope.
I don't think they do. Do they take Kyle Pitts? Give him another target there. I think they should, but Atlanta's got other problems. Their secondary is not very good.
The Falcons defense is their biggest problem. They have great offensive skill players. They have no defense. They cannot stop anyone.
They don't have an offensive line either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Atlanta's fucking Jekyll and Hyde, man.
If I'm an NFL general manager, I have this mentality. Okay, I believe that in first round picks should be used on the following: quarterback, offensive tackle, or defensive end. If I'm looking at the first round and let's say I have a quarterback, or if I have the other two notched up there, I'm trading out of the first round. There is nothing else in the first round that I want to waste first round money on unless it's a quarterback, a tackle, or a defensive end that can get to the quarterback. Other than that,
you're saying it's so black and white. Yeah, I mean, there's a fucking gray area there. There's a gray area there. There's a once in a generation running back that's not going to fall back to the second round.
Todd Gurley hold on, sir. Todd Gurley was that once in a generation running back. He's 26 years old, and now
how's Todd Gurley working out for Atlanta? Because that's a problem for them too.
But that's the problem. That's the thing that you're not thinking about here. Running backs have a 3-year life in the NFL. Not drafting them in the first round. Not doing it.
I said once in a generation. There's a reason there's an average of 3-year lifespan because so many of them suck.
There in 3 years. Todd Gurley went from being the best running back in the NFL to garbage in a season. No, man, I'm not drafting a running back.
He did all that on his fucking rookie contract.
Exactly, and I'm not drafting a running back because he's not going to be there 3 years.
Just look at the hype train that was Leonard Fournette coming out of LSU. What did he do in the NFL?
Fournette's not even old. He's not. I don't think he's hit his 30th birthday yet, and he's without a team. And it has nothing to do with Fournette as a player. It just has to do with the fact that once you turn a certain age, you're not worth a shit.
They don't have a fucking drive.
It is hard for running backs to defy that age rule. You have generational guys like Adrian Peterson that did it. Barry Sanders did it. Barry
Sanders retired when he was 30?
something like that. But the only reason why he retired is because they wouldn't put
Detroit sucked.
Well, he retired because it was in Detroit. Nobody wants to fucking live there.
And like I said earlier, you got your Emmitt Smiths out there, but the only reason Emmitt Smith did what he did is because of longevity. He wasn't that great. He's not a fucking elite running back. I can give you 10 people better than Emmitt Smith.
We can make that argument. Guys, I think that I should be I'm thinking about getting into politics. I want to be an ambassador for our country. I want to be someone that can bring countries together. In fact, here's what I would do to help our relationship with Canada. I think we should give them the Buffalo Bills and Detroit. Just give it to them. We'll give them those two teams for the CFL, and just as an expression of good nature and good faith. Because
where's Jonathan Boatwright? Where's your boy Boatwright? He's about to freak the fuck out.
With him. You can take his ass up there with him. I don't give a shit. Just give them both of those teams. I mean, why not? They're not really, I mean, who the fuck really wants to go to Buffalo? I mean, let's be honest. When you get drafted, when you're sitting at home, when you're a kid and you're out there and, you're throwing the ball around and your dad's like, you know what? If you can learn to make these throws and, you can do
guaranteed. You're guaranteed to be drafted.
Play for the Bills.
You're guaranteed to be drafted to the AFC East this year. Who you want to play for?
In the AFC East, Miami.
You'd rather go play for Miami right now than Buffalo?
Yes, because I don't have to pay state taxes in Miami. It's not even close. Money's important to me, sir, because I'm only going to be in the league an average of 4 years. So my 4 years taxes.
And I want my entire salary paid in Bitcoin.
Yeah, Dogecoin, sir.
Dogecoin.
By the way, the whole time that we've been off the air here, Dave and I have been texting each other back and forth about Dogecoin. I saw a bunch of mine today, and getting back into it later on. Got a limit buy set up for it later on. So
there is a lot of volatility in Dogecoin, folks. If you have money to play with, you could probably make some money.
So you're going to be playing with Tua?
Well, I mean, Tua's going to wash out because all Alabama quarterbacks do. I mean, that's just the way that it is. So
did AJ McCarron win a Super Bowl?
No, for real. No, Tua's gonna have a better career than Joe Burrow. I mean, ask Misha. Misha will tell you. She'll shoot you straight.
Tua's gonna have a better career than what the fuck? I don't even know.
Bro, I'm on so many fucking drugs. I don't fucking know, bro.
What kind of drugs are you on?
I don't fucking know. Steroids, fucking Xanax.
I don't know what the fuck kind of drugs I'm on. That's so funny. So
I'm
anyway,
not dying. That's a good thing.
I guess that's good, right? You're not dying. That's awesome. So there's that. Well, anyway, it's good to have you guys back. Someone says throw them back at us. That's a good point too. What you got there,
David? Quick 1 minute off topic. What would you say if you had a 16-year-old daughter who's a straight A student and could probably get into most colleges that comes to you and says she wants to join the National Guard? What would you say to that kid?
Test high on the ASVAB and choose a good job.
And choose a good what?
Choose a good job. That's a very valid answer.
Okay, gotcha.
The reason why the smart people join the reserves and the National Guard is because they can choose the MOS that they want to enlist in. Like me, when I enlisted in the Guard, I became an interrogator and an intelligence analyst. So I chose two jobs that got me a top secret government security clearance. And if I ever decided I wanted to contract and do that as a full-time job, I would make a 6-digit salary.
Look, and the other thing with it too, if she wants to join the National Guard, then that's going to pay for her to go to school. I don't understand she's going to grow up, and that's awesome.
Well, it was just a worth question. I told her I would ask David, but she'll probably have college paid for it anyways. So,
but then if you were going to have college paid for anyway, then you can take Mama to Hawaii or whatever the fuck you were wanting to do with all that money.
No. I'm not. I wasn't paying for it. Scholarships, man. Scholarships. Keep up.
Well, but that's fine. But she can get paid and have something else too, as far as a career of some sorts.
Another thing she could do is go to college.
Yeah.
Go to college, enroll in ROTC, get a simultaneous membership where she's in a guard unit or reserve unit, and then they will pay her to go to college. $1,200 a month or something like that.
Just do your little 1 week in a month and 3 weeks of the summer, and you're good to go, right?
Yes.
I'm in the camp of and you know, I think I can say this without pissing people off. I think that our country should do what Israel does. Everyone serves 4 years in the military. Everyone does it, or they do some sort of public service like the Peace Corps or whatever. They build that base and then they go to college after that. I think that if you want to get me to be on, like, you know, there's this whole thing of you know, we want to, you know, have free college and everything else. Look, if you want to go to college for free, commit 4 years of your life to our country, and we'll be happy to pay for your college. I could buy into that more than you know, just free.
That's the way it works right now. If you do a 4-year tour active duty in the military, you get 100% of the post 9/11 GI Bill. How do
y'all feel?
All of your tuition, all of your fees, and $1,000. I think it's $1,000 a semester for books.
Think about that though. I mean, and would anybody have a problem with, hey, we're going to pay for college on that, but when you're 18, you're going to go into the military or the Peace Corps or something like that, and everybody does it, not just the poor kids, not just the poor kids, not just the. I mean, everyone. Do you want to pay for college and fix our country on that front? That's how you do it. Nobody's they're 22 years old.
This was about what, 6 years ago. That was he may have been a quarterback. I don't remember, but for Navy, he was drafted.
But I know you're talking about.
You're signed up for 4 years after you play football. So then there was like, do we make an exemption?
Well, no, I mean, there's that too, but I mean, and that's pie in the sky type stuff, because nobody's going to be like, well, the whole athletes thing and all that, and I know that's completely different, but I'm just in the camp of I just think that, and I use myself as an example. I went to junior college my first year, and I was a jerk off. I was a jerk off. I was all about. Yeah, not much has changed. No, but I was all about chasing poontang and, you know, drinking beer and doing stupid shit, and had like a 2.2 GPA and was just a fucking moron. And then after my freshman year, I realized I had like $3,000 in student loan debt, even though I had scholarships and everything else. I'm like, fuck this. That's one of the reasons I joined the Coast Guard. And it just made sense for me. And then I ended up getting my degree and not having to pay for it. Shouldn't have went to junior college my first year. I was fucking stupid. So, you know, if you have the physical capabilities to do it, she should go and do it. That would make sense. So anyway, and by the way, people that say that what I'm talking about is socialism, no, it's not, because they're actually giving something. They're giving 4 years of their life. It's not just completely free. They are paying for it with 4 years of their existence. That's not socialism. That is a contract of yourself for something else. That's completely not socialism. Anyway, we don't have to get into all that. Anyway, I didn't know if we were going to
matter what the fuck you say. We all know you want to suck to his dick. God damn.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
Shelby 321, formerly known as Michelle Strum, also known as Michi Cleo.
She's got more fucking names than anything, man. She's AKA this, AKA that, AKA this, AKA that.
Shell Belly 321 is probably like her MySpace name or something. I don't fucking know.
You guys still have your MySpace pages? Did you still have those? I haven't logged into mine.
I never had a MySpace page. Sorry.
God knows how long.
I had a MySpace page, and it was like, remember that? It was like your friends would get upset if you weren't like, you didn't have them listed in your top 10 or some shit. Remember that shit? That's
I
like,
people bitching about it.
And I remember like Karen, my wife, being like, I got this Facebook. I think you'll like it. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to like the Facebook. And then like I look back on some of my first Facebook posts, and it was like It was like, what the hell is this? You know?
I did Facebook. I did Facebook kicking and screaming like I did a fucking smartphone kicking and screaming. I used to tease people all the time, like, "Ooh, so you mean that thing makes a phone call? Ooh, wow, it's a fucking phone." But of course, now we all live with fucking smartphones and fucking Facebook. I think I might have been the last person on the planet to get Facebook.
I'm trying to see if I can log into my MySpace page because it was I had mine like all dolled up with like Brave stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
I was like, it was so special, and I was so happy about it because I figured out how to write the code for it because I thought I was smart, but then it was like,
That's your college education, bro.
Shit. Apparently, I can't. It says I don't even know. Like, it's like maybe it's let's try this.
Hey, are we on MeWe right now?
No, I don't even know. I don't fucking know. All right, let's see if I can do the forget my password thing. I don't know, like, how to retrieve an existing account. I don't know. It says, how do you, forgot my email. Yeah, I do not have access to my old email.
Put in your AOL. Put in your AOL email. That's probably it.
I don't have an AOL. That was the thing. It was, we recommend first working with your email service provider, checking out the following. If you can't use, if you're not at your fam folder, I don't know. I was wondering if
David,
I could find.
where the fuck are you?
What are you talking about? I'm right here.
David,
What's that?
where the fuck are you?
He's
My
on his
parents'
parents.
house.
You what?
My parents' house.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That didn't look like your apartment.
No.
Oh shit! Mishi put us on her TV. That's pretty cool. We're on Mishi's TV. Wave at Mishi's TV.
Hey.
All right. Well, David's tired of our shit. Are we gonna keep doing this show? I don't want to like try to end the show with fucking homeboy over there trying to die. Do you guys still want to do this show? I don't know how you guys feel about that shit.
I mean,
I'm just asking. I don't care. I'm just asking. What do you guys want to do?
I enjoy doing the show.
Okay. Well,
You
if
what?
enjoy the show, that's fine.
You enjoying yourself?
No, he said he doesn't like you, and you look like a dick with ears. That's what he said.
And I think that would be Michael Phelps. He looks like a dick with ears.
I think
but he
this show,
swims motherfucking fast.
I think the show would be better with I think the show will be a lot better during football season. So that's just my opinion. It's kind of hard right now because there's really nothing going on. So
I gotta say this: during the summer, when like there's fucking nothing, there's nothing, especially around the All-Star break for baseball.
Right.
I do enjoy listening to like some of the afternoon sports radio where they have to work hard. They're talking about the best sports movies and all these different subjects to keep you like focused on actually listening to the shit because there's no fucking sports to talk about. So there's always something. We just gonna have to work harder,
There's always sports news. Jake Paul's going to fight Floyd Mayweather, and I don't know why.
No, that's not sports news. Mayweather stopped being news like 20 fucking years ago when he wouldn't fight anybody.
But I had one guy that I don't know if you guys follow my regular Facebook page. I had one guy trying to give me shit about that when I'm like, he was talking about
I'm pretty sure I saw that.
He's like, I don't know anything about boxing, and he's like, I don't know how. Dude, Mayweather is a punk ass.
He's a bitch.
He literally.
Who did Mayweather fight in his prime? Who did Mayweather fight while that fighter was in their prime?
But he's like, well, he fought Oscar De La Hoya. I was like, and De La Hoya was old.
Yeah. So was Shane Mosley and everybody else who fucking fought. Pacquiao was like 50.
All these guys. It's like, you know what? He's not. I don't give a shit. Yes, he's a good boxer, but he wasn't really tested. He's like, well, he beat Alvarez. Alvarez was fucking 19 when they fought. He fought him as a fucking teenager.
Hey,
are you kidding me?
Speaking of fighters that are dipshits, I gotta give some props out to fucking Conor McGregor. He donated $1 million to the fucking Cajun Navy to go help out with this slip boat search and rescue. I got to give him fucking mad props. Now he did that with Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier is from Lafayette. But I'm mad props to fucking Conor McGregor for giving a fuck.
Anyway, Mayweather could kill Paul. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But and here's the thing too, Mayweather. Look, Mayweather walks around at probably $155 or whatever. That's what he'll go into the fight. He's given up 50 pounds to this guy. So he knows that this isn't going to be anything worth a shit. He's going to walk into that ring 50 pounds lighter than the guy that he's fighting.
Dance. He's going to dance and dance and dance and wear him out.
He's going to fucking God.
I've never seen Logan Paul fight.
Yeah, he's Jesus Christ, terrible. But look, if you're listening to this show and there's plenty, I don't know how many people we've got in the group. We used to have like 17,000 people. We probably got, I don't know, close to 1,000 people now.
I'll get to that number here shortly. But go ahead.
The YouTube audience you can find and you can catch something else. If you just stumble into this program, I want you to remember this one thing, okay? If you are going to pay money to watch Mayweather fight this kid Paul, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take that money and I want you to donate it to the Cajun Navy that Jonathan was talking about, because that is a better way to spend your money. And then when you do that, find me on Twitter at Rob Sounds Good, and I will give you the illegal stream where you can watch it and you don't have to come off of anything for it. Okay? Because I will have it somewhere through Periscope and everywhere else. Do not give Floyd Mayweather and this fucking idiot your money. Send it to the Cajun Navy. You don't have to send it to me. Send it to the Cajun Navy. Do what Conor McGregor did. Maybe we can give them some money and they can do some good stuff with it. Do not give them any of your money. I'll get you the fight for free.
At least with fucking Conor McGregor when he fought Mayweather, it was actually a good fucking fight.
Look, there are some fighters that I will pay to watch. Like I'll buy the YouTube if Poirier's fighting, because I believe that he's worth me spending my money for. Okay,
and you're gonna get together with some friends anyways. I mean, fucking. You're gonna get together with friends anyways, $10, $15 a piece.
I'll pay to watch Derek Lewis fight because I think he's fucking great.
Yeah.
The current heavyweight champion. I'll pay for him. Usman. I'll pay to watch his fight. There's several guys.
There's nobody really in boxing that I want to fucking
Rose, whatever her name is, the chick that looks like a guy. I'll pay to watch her fight.
Rose Amanda Nunes.
Yes.
Nunes, I'll pay for that. Yeah, United Cajun Navy. Thank you for that, Andre. Give your money to them, and I'll get you the fight. I've got several friends that are going to post it where you can watch it on your phone. You can stream it straight to your TV. I'll help you with the technical end of it from afar. Do not give them your money. That is fucking disgusting.
Not worth
Don't
it.
do it. It's not worth it.
If you paid to watch Jake Paul fight Ben Askren, you wasted your money.
You might as well have watched some of the Screech fights before Dustin Diamond died.
I haven't had to throw a punch in real anger for in a long. Well, I guess I was
like what about 2 months ago.
Yeah, but I think I can knock out this Paul guy myself. I really believe that. I'd hit him right in his fucking teeth. He's a little. Bit.
What I really want to see, which I've really paid for, is let's go ahead and put fucking Floyd Money Mayweather in the goddamn fucking octagon with fucking
this guy Paul. He called out who's DC is what I know him by.
Oh, that's just stupid. Daniel Cormier
and he said he's like, why don't you have a boxing match with me? And then Cormier was like, look, dude, if you want to fight me, he goes, I'm fat and did you see what the interview he did with that? He said, I'm sitting around at like 250 pounds. He goes, I'll cut to 205. All right, I'll get back down to my fighting at 205 and we'll fight there, but we're going to fight in an octagon, and understand I will fucking kill you. That's what he told him. It's not going to be this pussy stuff boxing around and stuff like that. I will fucking kill you. And you know what? I completely believe that.
That's what McGregor would do to fucking Mayweather if they fucking got in the octagon.
Well, that's true too, but I mean, Mayweather's a boxer. It's a completely different thing.
Mayweather does like to stand up.
Bitch. Yeah, this guy's a punk bitch.
So does McGregor.
And I get that, but the point is that McGregor was trying to make money, but this guy is not really a trained fighter. He's just
stupid.
He's running around with all of his frat boy buddies and they're all like jerking each other off and blowing loads on the back of their face and all that. And then, hey, it'd be funny if we got into a fight. He's that kind of guy.
This reeks of having Tanya Harding on the fucking undercard. Like that's how fucking serious this is.
I don't know. Just don't send them your money.
The most legit fight on the Jake Paul fight card with Ben Askren was the one that happened right before it. It was the only legit fight that I watched. They had a slap contest. A fucking slap contest.
Did you didn't pay for that, did you? You watched it illegal stream, right? I was about to say
Crashstreams.is.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't fucking fuck that. I will literally I can't
spent more time watching the UFC event that night than I did watching their fight card.
I'll pay for some of the fight.
UFC does it right. I mean, you can go watch a UFC where there's no big names, no like top stud names. You're gonna get 7 good fucking fights. It's not like the old days of boxing where you're paying $40 to see Mike Tyson knock somebody out in 30 seconds and the rest of the card is crap. Like UFC fights are good. They're worth the fucking money.
Well, that's another fight promotion called ONE FC that's now on TNT. And they've got some good fighters over there. Ben Askren came from ONE FC. They traded Demetrius Johnson for him. And now Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, he's fighting over at ONE FC. But
that's not Tottenham, Mighty Mouse. We went to preschool together.
There's a dude that fights for them in a heavier weight class. He might be heavyweight. Ang Nalasang, and the dude is an animal. And then the ONE FC featherweight MMA champion is from New Orleans. His name is Tom Lay. He was on UFC's competitor series or whatever, and he was an interim champion at another promotion, and now he's the featherweight champion at ONE FC.
Hey, y'all been watching? I know you have the show with Kel on Sundays, but I think it's A&E. They've been doing. I think it's an eight episode series, but they've been doing the biographies on wrestling. Like
I have
this Sunday, I watched Roddy Piper. Man, that's some good shit. Well, I'll take you back to your childhood. I didn't remember Roddy Piper being such a dick.
Yeah,
oh, Roddy was the king of dicks. What are you talking about?
Yeah. God, I'm older than you. I just don't remember him being such a dick.
Yes.
Yeah,
Roddy. They had the Andre the Giant one that was pretty cool. I watched Stone Cold Steve Austin, which Stone Cold. By the time he got up, I wasn't watching wrestling anymore because I was like, I don't know, a grown person. I'm an adult, not a grown person. But Stone Cold was pretty cool. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. It's an interesting little biography thing they're doing on the wrestlers. If you haven't watched it,
I'm watching some of that. I can get into that. I was trying to see if I could, I was wondering if I could just search for my MySpace page and see if it's still out there. I don't really see it. It might be.
You're Googling your name?
I'm not really. That's funny. I'm not really Googling my name. I'm just seeing if it's like some of these MySpace profiles are just fucking ignorant. I'm looking at some of them. I'm like, what is that? They probably got rid of all like everybody that was like. Now everything is like
a dormant account.
Yeah, like a dormant account or whatever. But I'm trying to see if I can. Let's see if it just like it's like I want to see what my
well, MySpace. I mean, years ago, Yahoo, because everybody had fucking Yahoo Mail, fucking cleaned up their shit. And if you hadn't been on your Yahoo, I mean, they fucking cut you off. A lot of people probably had fucking Yahoo accounts. Fuck Yahoo.
I still have a Yahoo account.
Well, apparently you still pay attention to it.
All right, so that's not me. There's a lot of Rob Sanders out there, but nah, that guy.
I still have Hotmail.
I had the. I got into Hotmail when it first started, right? And it was Hotmail. I had Tigers1 at hotmail.com. And I was at Tigers1. It was like I was one of the first like 5,000 to get into Hotmail. It shows how fucking old I am. Anyway, there's that.
You're not even 42, Rob.
No, I'm not. I don't think I look old, but then again, what do I know? So if you guys want to keep doing the show, we'll keep doing the show. Yeah, Dave is all about that. If you guys like the show, if you want to donate to pay for the StreamYard service, there's the link right there, because I have to pay to stream it, where we can actually different the different things that are there, and all of this stuff. So
I mean, they're constantly fucking us on different aspects of it, but whatever.
Well, the StreamYard software that I use, I'm able to bring everybody together and have the 3 people here, and it works.
4,
it helps
5 sometimes.
Yeah, we can have up to 7 or 8 people here. So if you want to support the show, that would be great. And as long as I'm not losing my ass every month in StreamYard, then we'll be good. StreamYard cost it's $31 a month. So
they went up.
We could get it's after tax and everything. It's $31.
Oh, gotcha. Fucking Spotify, man. They're about to jack me up $1. Them bitches.
Yeah, well, if you would like to sponsor the show, the idea is that we get to a point where, and I know this sounds crazy, I want to make the 2 gentlemen that do this show with me professional broadcasters. So if we could have 1 month where we make $32
for just 35 cents a day, you could make me and David's dreams come true.
That's the best part, is that if we make $32 in 1 month, then I will split the dollar that we have amongst the 2 of them. I won't even take a share, and I will give them. Then they will be professional broadcasters.
Rob will lose money on the transaction fees to be able to split that dollar.
I will. That way I want to be able to
will get paid.
As I'm saying, I want to be able to come on the show and say that I work with professional broadcasters.
Hey, Rob, can you send me my 50 cents framed?
That's going to cost me more money to fucking do that. Buy your own frame.
It doesn't matter, bro. You're a big baller. You work for fucking Fox Sports and fucking iHeart Media, bro. Fuck that.
He's about to be syndicated too.
I'm trying. Well, I'm trying to get on the syndication.
Don't forget. Hey, don't forget about us when you're fucking up there with
I'm always just going to be a jerk that talks sports, man. I like some of these guys, like they move on and they do they become big stars and everything else, and it's like they forget people. I'm like
fucking host Jeopardy and shit.
I'm gonna be like, I swear to you, none of that shit will change me.
Hey, Rob, how can we vote? How can we vote for you to be the South Carolina broadcaster of the year?
No, I wanted to. They do this thing here in Columbia called the free times, right? Where they probably have free times wherever the fuck it is you are. And I want to, every year it's the same set of douchebags that win Sportscaster of the Year and best sports website, and then you can vote on all kind of shit, where to get your favorite drink, whatever. It's all kind of shit. But I want to get my name on the ballot, okay? Because if I get my name on the ballot, and you can nominate people now, and I may put that out over there somewhere, but I want to put my name on the ballot, and if I win, I'm not going to accept it. But I just want to put my name on the ballot so I can fuck with them, to let them know that it's just a popularity contest and people just pick what the fuck ever. So my non-acceptance speech is going to be outstanding. I'm going to get up in front of all these people and just basically tell them you're all cunts. That's my promise to you.
Oh, you can play that song.
Yeah, your girlfriend is a cunt. Your selection is a cunt. But no, yeah, it's I don't want to win. I'd like to win for my blog page because I do a lot of work there, but it's like it's just funny because and this is the way in a lot of markets, they don't like younger people winning things. They want like the 60 and 70-year-old people winning all this stuff. And it's like I don't get it. They should make an opportunity for other people to win some of these things so that they can get themselves exposure and all of that. I have no problem drumming up my own stuff. I've been doing it for a long time now, and I've figured out how to use social media, the internet, and everything else to
what's a blog?
Make things go. Like my podcast that I do with Kale during football season, we'll have between 100 to 200 people watching our show at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. thousands and thousands of people view our YouTube page during football season. So I know how to build an audience that way, but I'd like to motherfuck the people that are in my own town.
We need we had a late start. It was a COVID season. Last year. We didn't start till late October. And then at some point, about a month later, or a month and a half later, we lost our 14.7 thousand member audience because Edwin Reeves. Because Edwin Reeves is a dick.
Doing that, yeah. Edwin Reeves is a dick. But no, I mean, it'd be great if
hopefully we can go. We can go into this football season with some kind of fucking momentum and build on that with this show.
I'd like to have it where people are calling in and if you watched my Rob and Kale show tonight, I had a Georgia fan that was very passionate about the stuff I was saying, and everything that came out of his mouth was stupid, but he was using our forum to get out there and put his stupidity out there.
Yeah, but every time we have somebody from Alabama call in, they say stupid shit. I mean, at least they're calling in.
But the interaction's great. But anyway,
well, look, I don't know who all is out here. I got the Facebook group up. Looks like the same motherfucking people I chat with on a daily goddamn basis. And we got fucking we got YouTube up. We're at 888 people. Can we get up to 900? Do we need to get like our pins going like they do in the Labor Day telethon? Can y'all invite like 12 people so we can at least get to 900?
I'm not inviting shit. I'm not inviting shit.
You? I'm talking to the viewers. I'm talking to the audience.
I ain't fucking inviting shit. Fuck that. Doing nothing. Fucking eat a dick.
That's why we got rid of you on the recruiting team, because of that kind of fucking attitude.
That's exactly right. I fucking do enough here. David's out there fighting for our country with the military, and I do enough fucking with all this other shit. I ain't fucking recruiting. Fuck that.
That's what you call driving a bus in Iowa?
That was very important, sir. I will not stand by and let you bash the United States government, sir. Will not have it.
I mean,
yeah, there's that. And I will not be on the recruiting team. In fact, if you get to 1,000 people, I'm going to tell 5 of them that you call their moms cunts, so they'll leave.
Well, no. First of all, math here. I said we're at 888. So to get 12 people, we're gonna get to 900. Now we still have some more work to do to get to 1,000.
We have to let David's going to go to sleep, and I need to go to. I got to cut sports, but we've had a great show, and we'll do it next week. If you would like to support the show, there's the link on the bottom. Whatever. We're trying to get them to be professional broadcasters. That's kind of the thing every month. So there's that.
1 penny.
All right.
1 penny.
Yeah, we're trying to get $31.02. Fuck me. All right. With that, the show's a wrap.